Hi everyone, welcome to yoga. If you're having a great day, I'm glad you're here. Just to let you know, we're doing a little bit of a shorter class, so grab all your stuff, anything you need. Maybe also a towel today because we're going to be doing some vinyasa. Might get a little warm. And since the video has to be shorter, I'm going to ask you guys to go ahead and do any sitting and breathing. Maybe take 5 minutes, be with your breath. Work it through your body. Pause the video to do that, and then come back, and we'll get right into the warm-ups. Okay. So here we go. We're going to start off here today in child's pose. So go ahead, bring your big toes together, knees a little wider apart. Lengthen it back through your hips. You always know if this is too much, you can always do puppy, where your hips stay up, but your arms are still going to stretch out. Relax through your shoulders. Take a few nice breaths here. Also, if it's more comfortable for your neck, you can always bend your elbows, rest your forehead on your wrists. Just as you inhale, really feel that breath filling up into your back body. Exhale, try to lengthen down through your tailbone. Relax your shoulders, your forehead. Let's take one more nice breath in and out here. And then we're going to come up onto your fingertips. Walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. Lengthen that side body. Really, especially maybe try to reach the left fingertips forward a bit more. Or if you want to have it a little deeper, you can bring that left hand on top of the right. Release your chest down again. Forehead relaxes as you breathe here. Good. Then as you're ready, come on back to your fingertips. Walk through the center. Then we're going to go over to the left side of your mat. Again, reach either your right fingertips forward, really reach back through that right side. Or if you want to, walk your right hands to the top, to the left hand. So get a nice stretch either way. Just breathe into that stretch. Opening through your side body here. And inhale, come on back to center. Just let's take one more nice centering. If you want to nestle your hips in, relax there. And then as you inhale, come on up to your hands and knees. We'll do a little cat and cow. So from your nice flat back, first rounding as you exhale. Inhale, belly button drops, shoulders and hips rise up. Your chest comes forward, stretch out your abdomen. Let's go a few more times, your own breath pace. One more time in either direction. And then we'll come back to center. Nice. Let's go ahead and take your right foot back behind you. You can place your foot on the ground. And then bring that right hand to your hip. Open those hips forward. This is enough. You can stay if you want to lift that right arm up or stretch it over your head. Feel the stretch here, and then you can stay here again if you like, or to work on your balance, you can lift up that right leg, flex your foot, really press it back. Again, staying here, or you can bend your knee, reach back, grab the foot or ankle, push and pull into your hand and foot there so you stretch out through your quad and relax the back of your head. Soften through your jaw as you breathe here. And then exhaling, lengthen it back out. We'll switch. I'm going to change directions just so you guys can see, but you guys stay. Go take your left foot back behind you now. Open that hip up. This is also my first time with the microphone, so I have my little microphone pack there. So you can stay here. You can lengthen out this way, or you can lift up, work on your balance, stretch out your quad. Just go as far as it feels comfortable for you. It might be easier one week, harder the next. It's totally reasonable. It might be tighter in some area from another workout. Lengthen it back out and release it down. Good. Let's go back to your child's pose one more time. Lengthen it back. Then your next inhalation, if your hands aren't stretched out, go ahead, reach them out. Tuck your toes. You're going to push up to your downward dog, Adho Mukha. Lengthen that up and back. Really isometrically press your thumbs together. Widen your pinkies so your shoulders are working. You want to walk your dog a little bit. One leg straightens. Breathe into the hamstring and then the other. This is good. Sometimes people like to shift from side to side. So like their one arm comes up. You get a stretch on that side and then your other fingertips as you shift your hips over. Just do whichever thing feels most comfortable to you here. This might be your first downward dog of the day, your first one of the week. You never know. Then go ahead and when you're ready, bend both knees. You're going to take your hips way up and back. Really push the ground away from you as you get your spine nice and long as you can make it. And then go ahead, take your inner thighs back. Shins reach back, heels reach down and back. Feel that nice stretch on the whole back of your body, your back, your arms, back of your legs. Good. Just take another breath or two here. You can nod your head. Yes, no. Make sure it's nice and loose, your neck. And then as you're ready, go ahead and walk your hands back towards your feet into your Uttanasana forward fold. If you need to bend your knees, that's totally fine. Bring your hands to your shins so you can relax your shoulders. It depends just where your hamstrings are. Try to still relax the crown of your head. As you exhale, really root down, lengthen your head down. As you inhale, try to feel the backs of your legs lifting up through your hips to the sky. And exhale, your chest can come a little closer to your thighs. Let's do one more. Good. Then root down through the four corners of your feet. Hands to your hips, shoulders up and back, root down and rise it all the way up. Lengthen up. And hands back to your Anjali at your heart. Nice. Okay, so let's grab your blocks just in case you might need them if you have them. Or your whatever you're using, your paper towel rolls or shoe boxes or anything that you might need. I'm going to pull my hair back because now we're getting serious. We're going to move right into the flows here. Sorry. So come on up to the front of your mat. Make sure the inner edges of your feet are parallel. Lengthen down through your tailbone. Roll those shoulders up and back. Inhale your hands up to Anjali at your heart. Exhale, release. Inhale, lengthen it. Exhale, pull forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, let's step your right foot back, straight leg lunge. I just want to stretch out here first a little bit more. Open up through your hips before we get into the full, constant vinyasa. Good. So from here, we're going to keep your right fingertips on the ground or your block. So you'll see my back from this angle. You're going to lengthen your side body. Start twisting towards your left leg. You can lift up this right, or your left arm, sorry. Keep reaching back through the right leg as your left leg extends. This arm is light, so then I'm using my feet, my legs. And relax back. Let's just stretch your front leg out with your breath. So you might want to scoot your back foot in a little bit. Inhale, lengthen that leg, the left leg. Exhale, release. Inhale, lengthen it. Hug the thigh in. Exhale, release. One more time. We're going to inhale, lengthen in here and hold. Lengthen through your side body. Just go to wherever the stretch is the deepest for you, where it feels okay. Hips are nice and square. Keep hugging that thigh in to protect your hamstring. Good, bend the front foot. Step forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, release. Step your left foot back. Now straight leg lunge. Gosh, I guess I needed more water before I started. Still lengthen up through your side body. Hips are back. Right thigh reaching forward. Just feel that nice opening here. Let the breath come into your chest. And then this time again, we're going to leave the left fingertips on the ground or your block. Lengthen your side body. Start twisting towards the right side. That's enough. You can stay if you want to lift your arm up or even stretch it forward. But again, don't lean too far onto the left arm. You want to make sure your legs are doing the work. So if you wanted to lift your hand up, you could still lift it. And then relax it back to center. We'll straighten out the front leg again with your breath. Inhale, those hips are nice and square. My right hip is reaching back. Left hip forward. Exhale, release. Inhale again, lengthens you. Exhale, release it. One more time. Inhale, lengthen, and again, we're going to hold it here for a few breaths. So you can move your blocks to wherever you might need them, or if you don't want them, still lengthen through the side body. Don't let yourself round up. Try to get as long as you can with your shoulders on your back. And then bending that front knee. This time we're going to step back to your downward dog, Adho Mukha. So we're going to start doing the vinyasas here. You can decide at any time if you want to stay in your downward dog or in your child's pose. But for the vinyasa, you're going to come to your plank. For the first one, let's lower down on your knees. Then come forward and down through your chaturanga to the ground. Lengthen through the tailbone, roll the shoulders up and back. Inhale, just have a little baby cobra here. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Bring that length down, tuck your toes. Let's push straight back up into your plank and back to your downward dog. Nice job. Take a breath or two here. This time as you're ready, look in between that space in between your hands, bend your knees, you're going to hop or step forward into your Uttanasana, forward fold. Releasing your head and neck. Inhale, halfway lengthen, hands to your hips, roll those shoulders up and back, root down, and rise it all the way up. Now let's keep going. Exhale, fold forward. This time, you're going to place your hands on the ground and hop or step back into your plank. Lower down through your chaturanga. Forward and up to a little bit of a higher cobra. Tuck your toes, push back to your downward dog. Nice. Then from here, you'll take that right leg back behind you, lengthen it, step it forward in between your hands. Remember, you can always bring your knee down to come forward too. So we're in a nice low lunge here. We're going to come up into warrior two. So your back heel comes down. You'll see my back again first. I should probably switch directions. You're going to come up. Keep this front knee out to the side, to the pinky toe side. Relax through your shoulders. Really lengthen out, stretch those arms. Nice breath. Inhale. And then we're going to reach back, make lots of space, come back to a reverse warrior. Take a nice breath. Inhale, back to center. Let's do a nice extended side angle so the front forearm comes to the thigh, or you can come to the ground, whatever is more comfortable. Extend out here. Then we're going to windmill it back down. Step back to your downward dog, Adho Mukha. Take a breath. This time left leg comes out. Up in between your hands. Feel that nice length as you shift your back foot down for your warrior two. Windmill it up. Again, relax through your shoulders. Allow your legs to be strong. And then as you inhale, make lots of space. Reach it back into your reverse warrior. Nice breath. And then coming back forward through your warrior two into extended side angle. So you can start to your thigh. If that's enough, or you can reach forward. You can you could use a block, whatever you like. Keep pressing your leg and your arm together. And then windmill it down. Back to your downward dog. Again, here you can do vinyasa. You can skip it. Nice. And look at that space in between your hands. Bend your knees, hop or step forward. Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Hands to your hips, roll the shoulders, root down, and rise up. Keep moving. Exhale, fold it forward. Release your head and neck. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Again, we're going to bring your hands to the ground. Step or float back into your plank. Nice. lower down through your chaturanga, forward and up to your cobra, or up dog if you want to do up dog. Back to your downward dog. Today, I'm going to say raise your right leg, but I'm using my way. So step your left leg, reach it back, right leg back. Step it forward. Good. We're going to do another Warrior Two series. So that back heel comes down. You're going to come up to your Warrior Two. Nice. Expand here to feel a little maybe easier than the first time. From here, I'm going to step forward into a tree. So it's a little different. Try to just balance it as much as you can. As you come forward, maybe one toe down or not, and then wherever you like, if you want your foot down to the ground, calf, you want to pull it all the way up. Woo. Find a place that you can look at to balance. Really hug the leg and the foot together. Hands to your Anjali Mudra, pull that belly button back to help you balance. And then you can do what you like with your arms. If you want them spread wide, if you want them interlace, if you want to wave them around, whatever you want to do is fine. Just breathe here, a few nice breaths. Good. Then we're going to release it and hold forward to your standing split. You can start your split right here if you like. And then as your leg lifts up, your forehead and chest fall forward. So you can play with your balance here a little bit if you want to hold your ankle with one or both of your hands, even if it's just for a second. And then we're going to gently step it back to your lunge. Then we're going to come to a Warrior One. So place that back foot down, and then you're going to come up, side body back, ribs back, open it up here. Nice. Keep this front knee bent, strong in the back leg. Then we're going to do a humble warrior. Just interlace your hands, roll the shoulders up and back. Get some nice space for your chest first, and then you're going to fall forward over this front thigh. So just go as far as it feels comfortable. Make sure you relax your neck, and then also are reaching your fingertips up towards the sky or the ceiling, wherever you are. Nice. Inhale, reach it back up. Lengthen back to your Warrior One. Relax your arms. And back down to your lunge. Step back to your downward dog. Autumn. Nice. Now we'll go with the left leg. So you guys stay where you are. I'm going to switch again. So your left leg comes back. Lengthen it. Make some space. Step it forward. Place that back heel down again. Start off coming up into your Warrior Two. Take a nice breath. Then as you're ready, you're going to step forward into your tree. Again, place your foot wherever you like. Keep pushing your foot and your leg together. Hug it into the midline here. Find your balance. Even if you want to make it a little harder, you can look up towards the ceiling. You can close your eyes. Even those little things make it a lot harder to balance, especially on one leg. Good. Then from here, again, you're going to release your leg. Hinge forward for your standing split. So again, if you need blocks, you can always have blocks here too. Lengthen that leg back as you square your hips. Then again, as you fold forward, your head comes down and your leg reaches up. Feel that nice stretch in your hamstring. Again, if you want to play with your balance a little more, you can try to hug in. Really keep that big toe rooted down. Probably you guys aren't talking during this too. That doesn't make it easy to balance. Good. Then as you're ready, whenever you're ready, try to just gently step that foot back behind you. We're going to come into the Warrior One. So your heel comes down, lengthen that side body up, reach up. Do a humble warrior here. So interlace your hands one finger over from what you did last time. Again, roll the shoulders up and back. Reach your fingers, your knuckles back. You open up through your chest. And then as you're ready, fold forward. Relax your neck. Reach up with your arms. You'd want to try to make sure your right arm is on the inside here of your knee, if you're down that far. Good. Let's try to use your abdomen, legs to come back up. Lift it back up. Nice job. Release down to your lunge. Step back to your downward dog. Adho Mukha. Take a few nice breaths here. This downward dogs, they should start feeling more and more like a relaxation pose than too much work compared to what we were doing. Next breath, go ahead, bend your knees, look at that space in between your hands, hop or step forward into your Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lengthen, hands to your hips, roll the shoulders up and back, root down, strong legs, and rise it all the way up. Good, I think we have time for like 2 more flows. So let's exhale, release down now, inhale it up. We're gonna sit into our chair. I know everyone loves our chair postures. So make sure you can see your toes. You have weight in your heels. If this is too much for your back with your arms up, you can always take your arms back. You guys can decide what you like better. And then from here, I'm gonna lengthen down again with my hands. Hop or float back. Go through the vinyasa or skip it. Nice. This time you're gonna take your right leg back and bend your knee. Let's open up your hip a little bit here. So you're gonna take that knee, keep your foot flexed, point your knee up towards the ceiling, and don't let your left shoulders drop down. Keep them nice and even as much as you can. Feel that nice stretch. Come back to center, lengthen it out, and then again you're gonna step forward into your lunge. Nice. From here, actually I go the other way, but you're gonna bring the back heel down. We're gonna come into a triangle. So as you straighten this front hip, your right leg, straighten your front leg, sorry. Your right hand stays down. And bring your left hand to your hip. Lengthen it up. Stay right here. If this is enough for you, you're gonna stay right here. If you wanna go a little deeper, we're gonna go to half moon. So bend the front knee again. You're gonna walk your hand forward. Again, you can use a block. You want your hand to be directly under your shoulder. Flex that back foot. Lift up. Also lift up through your right hip too, so you don't feel too crunched down. You can even try to balance it just on your one leg by lightly lifting your fingers, which is hard. Again, stay here, work on your balance, or you can add it up to a quad stretch. Grab that back heel, pull it back, shoulders come on your back here. Relax through the back of your head. Nice. And then as you're ready, release that back out, lengthen it, and slowly try to step back to your lunge. Nice job, everyone. So we're gonna step back to your downward dog. Let's open up the left side here. I'm gonna change around again so you're not looking at my butt. So your left leg goes out and back. Lengthen it. Let's open up the hip first. So bending the knee, take that knee straight up towards the ceiling. Then as you're ready, you can open the hip. Keep the shoulders square. You can even look under your right armpit for your foot. Feel that nice stretch. Back to center, lengthens you out, and then step it forward in between your hands. Nice. Bring that back leg down, your heel down there, and then we're gonna straighten through the left. So like I said before, if you have a block, you can always bring your block. As you straighten this left leg, you can flex your toes so you don't hyperextend. And then you can come up into your triangle. Or you can always change the angle of your block too. If you feel like as you get into it more open, then you can move it or lose it, whatever you like. So you can stay here. If you want to go a little deeper, you're going to bend that front knee again. Come up to your half moon. Again, if you want your block, you always have a block there under your shoulders. Lift and push out through the right leg as you lift your left hip. Then as you're ready, you can lift your arm. Maybe even gaze up towards your thumb. That's like the last thing that's important. The most important part is getting your legs, getting your groundedness. So you can stay here again, or you can stretch out through your quad. So you grab that foot. Shoulder again comes onto your back. So you lengthen it back. Nice job. Keep breathing here. And as you're ready, gently release it. Try to softly step back to your lunge. Good. Nice job. Back to your downward dog, Adho Mukha. Take a few breaths here again. This is a nice relaxation. Or if you want to come to your child's pose, that's totally fine. Either way, you're going to make your way somehow back up to your Uttanasana. You can either step, hop, or jump. Release your head and neck. This time, we're going to inhale, halfway lengthen, release down into your chair. I don't think I forgot. We have to finish it out here. Then rooting down through the four corners of your feet. Inhale, lengthen, lift it up. Hands back down underneath your heart. Nice job. Good job, everyone. So if you need a drink, go ahead, grab a drink real quick. You can pause the video. I'm going to keep going to a kind of a cool down, and then you guys can work through your own Shavasana. So inhaling, lengthen it up. Exhale, fold forward. Again, hop or step back. Go through vinyasa or skip it. Back to your downward dog. From here, you're going to go through the pigeon prep. So you're going to take your right leg back behind you. Lengthen it. You're going to swing it forward so your ankle is behind your left wrist. So release your hips down here. If you have a blanket, if you feel really uneven, you can put a blanket there. The main thing is that when you bring your hands up and back, you lengthen back through this left leg, you feel squared. You don't want to feel like you're shifting over to one side or the other. So if you need a block or a blanket underneath this thigh, this hip, to help you square up, then go ahead and get that. Take a few inhalations here, lengthen through your side body. And then as you're ready, you get that length and come forward and down. Can come to here. You can use a block to help you come to your forearms if you like. You can not use a block. Just get however far you can. It's a nice and deep stretch. And if this stretch is too much, you can either do the 90-90 stretch that we do with Nick, or you can also, everyone that's doing pigeon, stay in pigeon. You can come back and do the supine version, where you bring your leg over top. It's called thread the needle. You can come in here. Have a nice stretch. So you guys just stay whichever one feels comfortable for you for a few more breaths here. Make sure to flex that right foot, really press the pinky toe into the ground. So you're stretching out through your hip, not your knee. Good, then as you're ready, inhale, lengthen it up. We're going to shift off to the side. Like I said, we didn't want to do for pigeon, but now we're out of pigeon, so we can do it. I'm going to shift off, and then bring that back leg all the way across the front. So you have some options here. You can stay with the right knee bent. Get your hips nice and flat on the ground. Or if this is too much, you can always straighten your right leg out in front. That makes it a little easier. We're going to do a little twist here. You just always make sure your hips are on the ground though. So we're going to inhale, lengthen again, reach the right arm back behind. This is a nice opening. And then we're going to switch it. Inhale, lengthen the left arm back. You can wrap your arm around the right. Inhale, lengthen. Start from your torso to do the twisting. Inhale, lengthen. This is a good part. If your hand is wrapped around the front of your leg, helps to stretch out your glute. If you want to bring it more into your back a little bit, you can bring the elbow inside. Do a little bit of more of a deeper twist this way. Either one is perfectly fine. whatever your body needs. And now come back up and uncross yourself. You're going to step back to your downward dog. Maybe do like a one-legged dog on that leg that you just stretched. Open it, whatever you like. If you want to flip it, do a wild thing. Whatever you want to do. Lengthen it back. And we're going to switch. So now right leg. Left leg comes back. Swing it forward behind your hands. Again, if this is too much, you can always switch over to 90-90 or do the thread the needle. If you're doing thread the needle, make sure that your head, your shoulders are relaxed on the ground. Really be mindful of how much you need to stretch that hip. So what you're doing here, lengthen up through the side body in your pigeon. And exhale, fold it forward. Take a few breaths, get as long as you can. If you need the blocks, even if you want the block for your forehead, you can use it. Whatever feels most comfortable here. Try to relax through your shoulders as your hip opens. Breathe into anywhere. See where you might be holding any tension. See if you can relax it. Maybe it's in your face, your jaw, your eyes, or it could be directly at your hip. Inhale, come on back up. Shift again so you can cross your leg over. This time right leg comes over the left. Again, you can keep the left leg bent or straighten it out. Make sure your sitting bones are flat. First, we're going to just open gently to the left side. Inhale, lengthen, and twist it. And back to center. Reach that right arm back behind you. Wrap around with the left. Inhale, lengthen. Start twisting from your belly. Relax through your shoulders as they open up. Again, if you want to stretch your glute, you can pull in this way, or if you want to pull it into your upper back a little more, a little bit of a deeper twist. Just inhale, lengthen, exhale to twist. Nice. Inhale, come on back to center. One more, last downward dog of the whole class. Step it back again if you want to stretch up here. Open. Flip it over, flip the dog. And lengthen it back. Nice. And place your feet down if they're up.